Alright guys, this is our video for net worth. So you may want to go ahead and pause the video right quick and go ahead and copy these vocabulary terms. You have three terms. You have assets. Assets are the things that you own. They have a positive cash value. Assets are things like houses, cars, positive bank accounts, furniture, savings bonds, etc. They're things that are already paid for. You don't still owe on them. Okay, next we have liabilities. Liabilities are debts that you still owe. They have a negative cash value because you still need to pay for them. So that means that'll be money still coming out of, your account. So such things as liabilities are car loans, house mortgages, credit card debt, utilities, rent, student loans. Anything that you still have to pay for is a liability. Okay, your net worth is found by finding the difference between your assets and liabilities. So that means you subtract your liabilities from your assets to get your net worth. Okay, if you have assets that are greater than liabilities, then you have a positive net worth. If your liabilities are more than your assets, then you're going to have a negative net worth. And of course, we want our net worth to be positive. Okay, next is the section where we're going to go ahead and construct a net worth statement. So this is where you're going to need to put the little problem that I gave you in class today. And sorry, my usual video maker is not working, so I'm trying to hold my phone and record this. Okay, so go ahead and put your problem on your paper right up under your vocabulary terms. You can either tape it down or glue it down. It's up to you. And make sure that you tape it the way that I have with some space left on the side here because we're going to be doing some adding and subtracting over here. Okay. The problem says that Wayne owns a house with the value of $215,000. And that is a typo. It should be 3 zeros back there. That's supposed to be $215,000. So add another zero. Okay, he has a mortgage of $175,000 on the house, and he has a car that's worth $12,500 with a loan of $4,000 outstanding. So the outstanding means he still owes $4,000. Okay, he has $1,875 worth of electronic equipment and a savings account of $2,400. He owns $1,275 on his credit card. Now we want to complete the net worth statement. Okay. So we've got amounts right here. All it's asking you to do is put in the amounts of each item. So it says the house value is $215,000. The mortgage, right up here, it says is $175,000. So write in $175,000. Okay, the car loan, we already have the value of the car written in. The loan is still $4,000. Okay, then we have electronic equipment that is worth $1,875. Savings account is $2,400. Credit card debt, $1,275. Okay, now we're going to determine are these items in our description an asset or are they liabilities? Okay, so our house value, the value of the house is an asset. Because remember, houses are assets. Okay, the mortgage, though, is something that you still have to pay for. Even though our house is an asset, if we still owe some money on it, that's a liability for us. So the mortgage is a liability. The car value, which is how much the car is worth, is going to be an asset for us. But since we haven't totally paid for the car, we still have a liability on it for this loan. So the loan part is still a liability. The electronic equipment, it doesn't say that he still owes anything on it. So he has that amount, so that's going to be an asset. He has $2,400 in his savings account, so savings account is an asset. And credit card debt, since it's debt, he still owes it, so that's a liability. Okay, our next column says positive or negative, or plus or minus. So assets are positives, liabilities are negatives. So everywhere you see an asset, put a plus. Everywhere you see a liability, put a minus. So you should have put plus, minus, plus, plus, minus. Okay, now we're going to come over to the side and we're going to add up all of our assets. And then we're going to add up all of our liabilities. You're going to have to write kind of small to fit it in there. So we have a $215,000 mortgage. I'm sorry, house value. We have a car value of $12,500. We have electronic equipment of $1,875 and a savings account of $2,400. And we want to add that all up. Oops, sorry, that's 11. Forgot to add my 1. Okay, you should have gotten $231,775 in assets. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing with our liabilities. So we're going to take the $175,000 mortgage. We're going to add in the car loan of $4,000. And we're going to add in the credit card debt of $1,275. So you should have $180,275 of liabilities. So now we're going to find the net worth by taking the assets of $231,775. Oh my gosh. And we're going to subtract the liabilities. So you should have a net worth of $51,500, which is a positive net worth. And that's all there is to finding net worth. Add your assets, add your liabilities, subtract the two. All right, guys, that concludes your video notes. Sorry, I know I'm doing bad holding this camera. That concludes your video notes for net worth. Please come in with your notes ready to show me tomorrow so that you can be ready to do your assignment. Have a good night.